Okay, so this video is a bit out of sync with the backlog of other footage I need to get uploaded, but I just thought this would be a quick and easy video to put together. I can film all the bits in short succession, so I need to try and get the motivation back for editing videos and getting stuff posted. So I'm just going to show the process of getting one of these panels on the wall. Okay, so I've done now 6 of the lower 15mm like heavy duty OSB panel sheets on the wall. Got the process time down a little bit from the initial start. So I just want to show you a real-time example of how long it takes to get each one of these panels kind of marked out, drilled out, and stuck onto the concrete wall. So yeah, here we go. So I've got these 9 hole drill points marked out, so when the panels are all lined up, there's equal spacing between the drill points on one sheet and the next. So the distances in from the edge are 20.5, 61 and 101.5 centimeters. And I've just got the heights marked out on one of these splines as well. Positioned right. Just quickly and repeatedly. So these heights are 40 centimeters, 114 and 186. Mark these out on each. This long drill bit is getting a little bit blunt now, but it should just about do. So now I've got those 9 holes marked and drilled. Come round to this side, flip it over. And got a load of 11mm sheets of OSB cut spacers. Technically don't need these on this small wall because there's no sheets behind them, but on these side walls, if you can see me, on these side walls, there needs to be an 11mm gap to allow for the overlap. There needs to be anything special. Just mark them out. Oops. So it's just here, so when the big screws go through, they don't compress that gap between the back of the panel and the concrete wall. Probably not going to be a huge effect, but also I think having this little air gap between the concrete wall and the panel, extra air gap, does have a bit of a thermal advantage. Tiny cavity wall. Quite sure how much these weigh, but they're just about on the limit of being able to manage on my own. And they do just about stand up nicely, so long as there's not too much of a wind. Yeah, so these insulated splines are full 2.4 because I've got the foot plate there. Just need to shave a smidge off the top. Spacing these out a spread hand width. It's easy, consistent measurement. I can duplicate, repeat everywhere. Maybe 10 inches maybe. So as I said before, I've got this one sheet of DPM that goes up and over the concrete wall, and underneath the base plate I've got a secondary strip just to act as a barrier between the base plate and the sips. It's probably not needed, but it takes seconds to stick there, so why not? This is a slightly more tricky bit. The concrete pads here are a little bit uneven, so there might be a bit of a gap on one of these. Chop the fingers off. really good. Okay, this next bit is a little bit noisy, so I'll probably put some music over this section. The concrete wall panels are incredibly hard concrete. The poor drill bit is suffering a little bit. Change bits. These are 202 mil by 7.5 mil concrete screws. And each one is going in about 80 mil into the concrete. I've got 30 mil washers on. And the very hot drill bit is 6 mil. So there's a 1.5 mil difference between the hole size and the screw diameter. And also, before I chose these specific heights, I checked on the end of the concrete panels to make sure I was missing all the areas where rebar goes through them. So I didn't really want to hit those. 6 down, 3 to go. Okay, so that's one more panel up. Will be screw holes nicely in line, and for a wobbly camera, evenly spaced. Yeah, so one more to go there. And I think there's 10.5 sheets down that wall. Might have to swap to a new drill bit because that one's getting a bit tired. I need to disconnect all that. And also probably board out to here and try and transfer some of this over there if I can. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So 7 down. Load more to do. And I need to figure out how I'm going to install a partition wall between the goat animal side of a barn and so if I'm going to face on to that side of a steel, just need to figure out how I structure it with bits of timber. Yeah, getting there. So this next panel is done slightly differently, as I had to do with this one up here. Obviously got to have this cut out for the steel, but that means I can't then put the panel here and then slide it onto the spline. So what I do is, instead of using the insulated splines, I just screw a bit of solid timber in here, so that's flush. Do the same on the next panel that's coming in here. So then that means I can just kind of stick that panel exactly where it needs to go without having to slide it sideways. And once that's in position, I can put some really big screws on a diagonal through. It joins the 2 bits of timber that will be side by side here. Okay, so I've just placed this sheet here. I have a spacer there just to show or mark out where I need to cut this. I've already measured off the distance from there to there, so I'll mark that out next. Okay, so 67.5. 79. Down here somewhere. 67.5. 79. Front, we're coming down. Give it a centimetre gap, so 34 centimetres. Let's have a dot gone. What did I say? 34 was it? 33, 34. Yes, I know I should really unroll this reel, but I'm using this for seconds, so it's not going to overheat. And it's already set the right lunge. Just about. Dot, dot, dot. like the floor's a bit uneven here. So I'll just shim that there, I think. Screw it. Okay, so that's the last panel of this end wall done. Drilled and screwed on. I've just got it wrapped up for the time being. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the doorway and kind of filling in the rest of the gap. It's not door, but I'll probably get the partition wall installed here first, then figure out how doorway's going to work. Out of interest, I just weighed one of these 15mm sided sheets, and it's about 58 kilograms, so just over 9 stone in total. So I think I'm going to be quite fit by the time I've lifted all of these into place. I don't know how heavy the 3-meter ones are going to be. Worry about that when I come to it. But yeah, I'm going to call that done for today. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Leo at Kingcraft for giving a shout out to me a few weeks ago. Really appreciate the kind words he had after meeting him at Maker Central, and also thank you to all the new viewers and subscribers he sent over. So I'm going to call that done for today and see you soon. Cheers.